Whether we admit it or not, some of us black women still feel some type of way when we see black men date outside of us.
Duh.
And it wasn't until my son pointed out my behavior in my marriage with his father, where he was just like, Mom, you're the reason why I didn't want to be with a black girl, because if that's how your woman acts, I don't want no parts of it.
Sweet Jesus!
And I really had to take accountability for that and self-reflect. And then I thought about it. I was like, well, I thought about my friends and I thought about my childhood and how I grew up. And, you know, I was always raised to be independent so that a nigga don't ever think that he could put you out. And then it's like, dang, that hyper independent mindset, although it had good intentions behind it, it really negatively affected us. And some of us, I can't speak for all black women, but a lot of us, we love aggressively, even though we don't intend to.
I don't know who's starting those rumors, but I do know that there are a lot of jealous people out there.
And we are also very controlling, even though we don't intend to. And because we're not healed and we be toxic, unless there is a man who is overly dominant and aggressive and put us in our place, because you know we love them types of toxic relationships.
Who the fuck you think you talking to?
You bitch, shut the fuck up, bitch. Back the fuck up. I'll knock the fuck out you.
Damn, man.
Hey.
We don't know how to be docile and submit and love in a soft, gentle way, even though those be our internal intentions.
I just know that if it was my husband that was saying or doing the things that my mom has done, that y'all would not be telling me that I need to stay with him and talk to him and make it work.
Welcome back, welcome back.
I'm back, ya goldrick taxes!
If this is your first time finding my channel, the name of my channel is in the intro. Who am I? I'm Unc L. You call me Unc for short. Why? Because I'm old as hell and I'm somebody's uncle. And I'm that uncle that tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Rest in peace, Pops. Miss you every day. Every day. Yeah, today I got a part 2 from a video I made a couple weeks ago about toxic mothers. And that video got a lot of feedback, a lot of interaction and engagement. I didn't realize how lucky I was. Even though my mother's not perfect, my father wasn't perfect, but they were great parents, considering the son they had to work with. But yeah, I did a little more exploring, and Lord, it's good parents seem like they're hard to come by. I'm not gonna keep running my mouth. I'm gonna let the content speak for itself. But before we get into the content, if you would, give me a like, give me a sub, give me a share, and
Tell me what y'all think in the comments.
shout out to my day one subs, shout out to my new subs. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Help! I'm trying to get to 2,000 subs, y'all. And also, YouTube has a new feature called the hype button. It gets smaller channels like mine pushed into the algorithm and gets my content seen more. Please hit that hype button for me. With all that out the way, let's get into the content.
I was having a great morning until I had to remove myself from the family group chat.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Meaning me and my children group chat. So me and my children was in a family group chat because I joke and play with my children all day. My son had asked me, could I put a car in my name for him as long as he got the money.
How about new?
Now him and Trisha J was going back and forth because that's what they do, they siblings. But I told him no. Because every time I talk to him about being responsible, taking accountability, it goes left. And now I hate him because of his father.
Maybe.
Well, how come I don't hate the girls then? Because of the same man.
Because as the girls got older, they probably reminded you of you or your mom or your auntie. And as your son got older, he probably reminded you of your baby daddy, who you sound like you might not like. And Speaking from anecdotal personal experience, I've dated a chick that treated her kids differently based on who the father was. Meaning, there was one kid she treated great because of the feelings she had towards the father, and there's another one she treated not so great because of who the father was. So it happens.
He ain't lying.
My son got so disrespectful because he know I'm far away from him right now, because if I was down the street, I probably would have pulled up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm the parent that always hold my son accountable for everything he do. And when I do that, I'm the bad guy. And now he's the black sheep of the family, and he's been treated different, and I just hate him. I project my traumas on him, when in reality, my son calls me about everything. I mean, everything. Just the other day, I had to tell him that you need to start using protection, because you already got a little girl that's pretending she's pregnant. That means you're not protecting yourself.
Telling people who are no contact with their parents that they need to either make things right, they need to talk to their parents, or that's your mom. Like, how can you just not talk to her?
I think we need to move Lonzo.
That ain't no problem.
Huh?
That ain't no problem.
Well,
I had someone on my live yesterday say that my mom is not guaranteed tomorrow, and that should give me the reason that I need to talk to her. Y'all only know the 2 stories that I've told y'all. I have 26 years worth of things that have happened. I just know that if it was my husband that was saying or doing the things that my mom has done, that y'all would not be telling me that I need to stay with him and talk to him and make it work.
She's got a point.
So why is it different when it comes to parents?
Good questions.
I don't care who you are. I have boundaries. I'm not gonna let people treat me just whichever way they want to treat me. Also, keep in mind that me being no contact with my mom was not an easy decision for me. It is not something I wanted to do or that I took lightly, and I'm still not happy about it. I don't want to have this sort of relationship. I don't want to be doing this, but I'm also putting myself first and doing what I feel is best.
okay. All right.
So as far as the black young lady with the braids, you see how she said she would, if she was close to her son, she would have pulled up on him and handled it?
Let me at him!
Seems like she's used to handling him a certain type of way. Here's the problem that single moms have with raising young men. Masculinity manifests itself in an aggressive manner, right? It shows up as being stubborn and headstrong and wanting to take charge, because that's how testosterone turns little boys into men, right? Well, if you got a little boy that's becoming a man and you got other kids in the household and you're trying to keep your household in order, and you got this little aggressive, little hard-headed little dude that's talking back all the time, a lot of single moms, not all, but quite a few, resort to trying to beat that leadership and masculinity out of him.
They damn sure do.
They meet his aggression with aggression, whereas a masculine influence, I put it to you like this: I never had to raise my voice or hit my son to get him to fall in line. I mean, I would have to talk to him in a certain way, but he would feel what I was saying without me having to escalate it.
I'm the alpha. You're not even a beta, huh?
Women can't do that because boys reach a certain age where we're just not scared of you like that. And I threw the second young lady in there, the Caucasian lady in there, just to, I don't want to seem like it's Bash Black Women Day. This is a bash bad mother, toxic mother type video, because the problem a lot of women have is they refuse to accept accountability for the toxic things they may have done to their kids. And then they act surprised when those grown-up kids don't want anything to do with them. Let's continue.
That boy is good.
I'm gonna need y'all to help me understand why my son hate me.
I finally came to the conclusion and had to accept the fact that my oldest son hates me. And I can't be mad at him for it because it's my own fault.
I am just really sad today. My son and I, we don't talk much. I try with him. He just doesn't like me. I was 19 when I had him, and I made a lot of mistakes as a parent, and I've been trying to make up for it. And he just hates me so much, and it hurts so bad. He's my only child, and I just want him to love me, and he doesn't. He just hates his mother. It's so fucking hard.
Oh, boo-hoo. Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin. Would you get out of here?
It is extremely painful to love a child that does not love you back, especially after you have been really good to them.
I don't believe you.
Y'all know I'm a mama for my oldest child, a 17-year-old, and I'm just gonna say I feel like Jit don't like me. I feel like Jit do not like me, and I can't fathom why.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. One of them made me sad. One of those clips made me sad. It was this one.
I finally came to the conclusion and had to accept the fact that my oldest son hates me. And I can't be mad at him for it because it's my own fault.
Because out of all the other women, this lady seems like she showed remorse. It seems like she understood that she wasn't perfect and she could have been better, and she really wanted to make amends. Whereas these two, this one right here.
I'm a mama for my oldest child, a 17-year-old, and I'm just gonna say I feel like Jit don't like me.
And this one right here.
I was 19 when I had him, and I made a lot of mistakes as a parent, and I've been trying to make up for it.
With the black lady, it was her oldest son. Notice the pattern. The oldest one doesn't seem to always notice the pattern. And then with the white lady, her only son didn't like her, right? But at least the white lady admitted, I was young, I was 19, I made some mistakes, but she seems like she doesn't believe those mistakes were egregious enough for her son not to want anything to do with her. And I would love to hear his side, because for him to cut her off, she had to do something serious. And it's the same thing with the black woman with the son. She says, my oldest son, Jit, don't like me. Sounding like a whole dude. I can imagine how she interacts with him. And he's the oldest. And he's a man-child coming into his own. And she's got a household to control. And she's probably used to interacting with men in a certain way. Let's hope this dude don't look like his daddy. Because that man, look, man. I'm not trying to say it's these women's fault. I'm just saying, Lord have mercy, what's the common denominator? I'm willing to wager that these young ladies did something that alienated those children, to where them children finally had enough and said, you know what, I can't mess with this individual for my sanity and my emotional well-being. And it's sad that it got that way, but some mothers are like that. I didn't believe it till my first video. That's what inspired me to make this one. I'm gonna end this with a clip I feel is important.
I used to say silly things like, where are all the good men at? Until I started taking accountability. Now I know I'm just an ain't shit ass bitch. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem.
If you would, give me a like, give me a sub, give me a share. Toodles.